recognize that I tend to have a highly favorable opinion of 2D Mario games. Sure, Mario's always been a great franchise, but I think it's personally a reflection of something I always wanted but never got. I can trace it back to a specific childhood trauma. You know, instead of just talking about it, I can reenact it for you in real time.
Super Mario Brothers. It's the only game I have. Let's start this up. Got my mushroom. I can jump these real good. Alright, hidden 1-up mushroom, and I can go down the pipe for some coins. I'm too far over. Why can't I just want to go to the left. And this timer isn't accurate. Yes, I just wanted to go to the left. Simple request that ancient software couldn't serve. This recreation would, of course, preclude that I had a top-loading NES, not the VCR style that was manufactured because Japan thought Americans were too dumb, which, by the way, just using it breaks it because pushing down bends the 72-pin connection. Super Mario Bros. 2 was released and moving left was possible, but we all know that wasn't really Mario, it was Doki Doki Panic, another dick move by Nintendo of Japan. Super Mario Bros. 3 was released and moving left was possible, but that would preclude me actually owning it. Then there was Super Mario World. Moving to the left was possible, but that would preclude my parents stemming this developing addiction and actually buying a Super Nintendo. Then Super Mario World 2, splitting the franchise into a separate Yoshi-centered platformer. Crying to the left was possible. Then there was this long lull away from 2D platforming. Nintendo had stepped away to set the standard and create the greatest 3D platformers. But by 2006, they were done repackaging, or ran out of, their old properties, and hope was rising on the Nintendo Dual Screen. By the way, this is the direction the video is going. If you just wanted Super Mario Wonder, skip to... You still there? Okay. Hope was rising on the Nintendo Dual Screen. Yes, right. New Super Mario Brothers. I had famously told the story of beating the game while waiting in line for the Wii, but that wasn't caring about Divergent Pass and on a borrowed DS. A short time later, I was economically stable enough to consistently buy my own snuff. Now, the game sold more copies than Thriller, so when I went to pick up my own at a used game store, I went in and asked, do you have new Super Mario? Yes! Here's one that's complete in box. Want it? Reintroducing the flagpole ending, and something I dreamed of and prayed to do in the original, going above the flagpole. It introduced secondary level completion of star coin collecting, and introduced Dry Bowser with the graphic burning murder in the first castle. Oh, so that's where Dry Bones come from. It popularized the 2D Mario concept of having to preload a rare item in the extra slot from an earlier already beaten level before entering another level because a star coin or exit requires that item not available in said level. With my own copy in hand, I found all the secret exits, beat every level, got all the star coins. In other words, I fucking smashed this game. Next up, new Super Mario Bros. Wii in 2009. Now this one introduced 4 players at the same time, and was extremely popular for it. Great, so we could just bump into each other like it's Super Smash Bros. It's been said before, but this is the kind of game that could end a marriage. Unless you're like me and you're in a marriage that could end a marriage. I actually got the chance to play this at an E3, but before I began, I turned to the journalist playing second player, and I addressed him as if I was Alejandro Sosa. Aside from the 4-player debacle, I got to play single player and thoroughly enjoyed the experience. While the catastrophic loss of life was the norm in multiplayer, I was able to enter World 3 above 60 extra lives and bottomed out the limit in World 5. Like Rock Band, I try not to depend on others for my own success. From Star Coins to Star Road, I did it all by myself. So in single player, I fucking smashed this game! New Super Mario Bros. 2. No pulling up turnips or killing Birdo with her own children this time. Boo. This one didn't have that much of an impact. That new label was wearing thin. The common complaint was that it's too similar to the original. What? Good? I had previously stated that I'd talk about this game much later, and much later has arrived. The focus of New 2 is plain gold coins. The coins are everywhere, and each level has your personal record for coins collected. It also blows apart the concept of Mario lives as you quickly reach the upper limit of crown. I heard secondhand that a big deal is made out of collecting 1 million coins, and in the natural course of just beating the game, you're not even making it to 100,000. My eventual strategy was to park at level 5-3 and give myself early onset Alzheimer's from repeat playthroughs. I could average about 900 coins each time through, but 1 million divided by 900 is still a big number. God, it took a long time to get to 1 million. but I fucking smashed it. The reward is a different title screen. So not worth it. New Super Mario Bros. U holds a special place in my heart. I got it with the launch of the Wii U and played it new, no one to bother me with multiplayer. Quickly followed by New Super Luigi U in the Year of Luigi, which physical copies were a secondary thought. Each had 94 exits and I had a blast playing through both. It should go without saying that I fucking smashed it. On Mario and Luigi and on the Switch port, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. Man, aren't you glad you skipped all my rehashing of the new series? Now, they finally removed the new in the title, but the damage is already done. I was working my way through Wonder while Yale was playing in a child's activity area, and a young boy saw me playing it. I know, an adult playing a video game console? This has confused a lot of Yale's friends. The boy decided to brag to me that he has the new Mario game on Switch. Right, Super Mario Bros. Wonder is new. No, I have New Super Mario Bros. On Switch. Bah! Who's on first? I faked a low battery and ran away. Like a few Mario adventures from before, we're not saving our princess from another castle. Although I maintain that according to the intro of Super Mario 3D World, we were rescuing the princess. You can play as Mario, Luigi, Peach, Yellow Toad, Blue Toad, Toadette, and for the first time playable in a Mario platformer, nobody cares. For those who need a handicap, there's Yoshi, Red Yoshi, Yellow Yoshi, Light Blue Yoshi, and methed out Easter Bunny. Wow, 12. Mario has now surpassed Mortal Kombat and tied with Street Fighter 2. Not that it really matters what main you choose. No wiggle legs, no floating dress, no unexplained speed. I still chose Peach. That's a joke I stopped pointing out a while ago. I always claimed Peach in Mario Kart first. Her amiibo is the top of my collection. She is my Switch profile picture without an ounce of irony. Peach is available. I'm taking her. Since they had to even out the abilities, Peach is a little more squat than usual, closely resembling a fire hydrant. Now Peach has the spare time to do this because Bowser has moved on from the Mushroom Kingdom and into new territory, the Flower Kingdom. Him and Bowser Jr. Did something bad. If you need the mechanics of a Mario platformer explained, head left to right, over and around creative obstacles, engaging powers to push through, and in New Super Mario fashion, still pole slamming at the end of levels. Wander has a slightly different feel from New. It's difficult to explain. By comparison, New felt a little stiff, almost like they could have used Microsoft Excel as a level editor. Wander, on top of just looking way better, has a freer flowing format and no time limit, akin to arguably the best Donkey Kong Country. Maybe it wasn't that hard to explain. New Mario was always great. Mario Wonder does it better. Since we are in the Flower Kingdom, Star Coins are replaced by Flower Coins, and we are looking for Wander Seeds. This is our completionism collecting and progress currency, and every level has a Wander Flower that causes the world to flip out. Figures. Mario's been doing shrooms forever, but it's the flowers that make him trip and fuels the nightmares. The effect of the flowers is not definite. Sometimes it changes the flow of time, or initiates a song, or swaps out the mechanics in a way that are reminiscent of Super Mario Galaxy. As a software engineer by trade, I'm trying not to think of the state machine behind this. There's a little aggravation behind the completionism aspect. There is no set number of seeds per level, and the only way to check if you are truly done is to constantly check back in the menus. Early on, I was convinced that one seed in the first world was only accessible from some later power-up or something. I'm ready to invoke Rayman 2 bad early design concept. I've done that a few times before. Hey, don't mess with me, I got an EverDrive, I'll load it up right now. Oh, you get the other seed when you don't collect the trippy flower. Mario Wonder, keeping me on my toes. So, power-ups. Through the years, Mario is defined by his different forms. We've seen Fire, Tanuki, Cape, Metal, Bee, Mini, Penguin, Coin, Squirrel, Cat, Tank, 2 different frogs, and now, Elephant. The arguably worst Donkey Kong Country already did that. You can water and attack with the trunk. What did you do to Peach? No. Ugh. Am I not supposed to call her fat? That's, body shaming? Hey, I'm from a different time. I can claim I don't know any better. Fatty, fat.
Fat.
Fat! There is a new flower that gives you the power to shoot bubbles. This is a distance attack and allows you to pick up items behind walls. I know I took issue with Bayonetta doing this. but this is appropriately weird for the Mario franchise. Oh, and also Peach doesn't fire the bubbles out of her genitalia. Also new is the drill mushroom. This one rules because you can use it as both attacking and stealth. I have found myself doing the preload for the drill, and it makes you look like you got soft serve on your head. I know the joking direction I want to take this is drilling and Peach. I mean, it would be weird if I didn't take it there. Rever Run? Rever. Oh my god. Do you guys remember Rever.com? Yeah, years before the YouTube partnership program, Rever was a video sharing site that had better quality because it compressed at 360p and everyone got revenue sharing. I think I uploaded my Mario Kart Wii video for Wii.tv. Dude, we made like 28 cents! I also uploaded my Resident Evil 5 video to Rever because I needed an alternate URL to send to Screw Attack for the My Videos Don't Suck competition, but Rever took it down because it contained hate speech. Yeah, and this was 2009, before your generation watered down the concept. What, is it hateful to assume that if Jill Valentine was losing an argument with a zombie, she would then start yelling louder about something completely different so she can maintain a winning position? Whatever, resident estrogen forever. Well, Rever circled the drain some time ago, and I'm guessing I'm not the only cat to not get his 28-cent payout. A completely new form of power-up to Mario is badges. Purchased with flower coins from these flower shysters, you can equip them before entering a level and enjoy their benefit. Some change jumping abilities, some lessen the pain of death, some look like Diary of a Wimpy Kid. But some of these are totally whack, like the invisibility badge. You see, the benefit here is the enemies can't see you. Yeah, well, neither can I. Okay, hard pass. When I finally bought the sensor badge, I used it to aid in the collection of an elusive extra wonder seed in the second level. I don't have the green check, so I have to be missing something. Alright, it seems to be up there. So I'll re-enter the level and use a jump badge to get up here. Oh, that was the trick? But isn't it odd that I had to wait to get a badge, then replay the first world to get it? I invoke Rayman 2! Looms at the first level impossible to get, just like this pipe in the last Wonder Seed that I could just jump from the music notes. Man, I really thought I had it this time. Stand down, Rayman 2. Conclusion on the badges? Neat, but never really needed. To everyone's complete surprise, we got talking flowers. Or more specifically, talking in a Mario game. Or even more specifically, full sentences in a Mario game. Like open world Zelda, they must be dabbling in voices again after horrid past experiences. Am I talking about the Philips CDI games? No. Hey, Nintendo has produced a few clunkers too.
Objection! Overruled.
Or even worse.
As far as you go.
Hey, Charles Martinet, longtime voice of Mario and Luigi, and Wario and Waluigi, just recently retired. I think the fact that an animated Mario movie was finally made and he was relegated to the voice of Giuseppe, yeah, I would rage retire too. Wander's the first game with his replacement, right, him. Was he a good substitute? I have no idea. Remember, I played as Peach the entire game. I enjoy the expected diversity of the themed lands, though it must be getting very difficult trying to not retread themes from Mario games in the past, and despite the obvious billboarding, the backgrounds look great. I would like to think that this one must be a jab at the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, make it a jab at the Mushroom Kingdom. Wander is graphically in spec with the expectations of the Nintendo Switch. One design gripe I do have is only one ghost house. Those are always the best, trying to solve which doors get you out and any secret exits. With a total of 225 seeds to find, this is a full Mario adventure that I'm surprised Nintendo published at the end, hopefully, of the Switch's console run. My natural ability with Mario games led me to find all those wonderful flowers and secrets to this version of Star Road. But as I dove deeper into this cheeky hell of difficulty, the purpose of those badges comes into crystal clear focus. At the very end, I was running through trial after trial with the badges auto-assigned. And now I see that the badges were never there to help you, they were clearly developed to kneecap you. I have to ask, what is happening at Nintendo? Back in 2013, Champions Road, the blight of Super Mario 3D World, was a clear declaration that we are dark souling this shit. And the Mario games to follow have held the tradition of impossible levels. I never graduated Kaizo College, but Kaizo was a ROM hack for the internet. This is a brick wall with the Nintendo seal of quality plastered on the side. Super Mario World special levels weren't even this hard. Oh, and remember the invisibility badge? What? What? Why would they do this? How is this even remotely fair? How do they expect us to— I fucking smashed it. Yeah, I did the entire game in about 4 days, only taking the occasional break to go to my engineering job.
But you already knew of my mastery, because I got that different title screen.
After stomping my way through Super Mario Bros. Wonder and wiping Nintendo's spit off my face, I can step back and say it was a lot of fun. Better than anything in the new series. I really feel they were experimenting and taking chances with their 2D platforming, in the same way that Super Mario World pushed the franchise. I won't say that it's better than Mario World, because I'm told I'm not allowed to say it. Maybe we just call them equal. Just one more simple test left before my final judgment. Ah, yes. I can go left. I like it. I got word that there was an extra special surprise if you collected 9,999,999 coins, the theoretical limit of the counter. That just sounded like self-hatred. But you know, I'm not a quitter, and I figured I already moved this to an emulator to capture footage, so let's do this. I recorded my controller input from a solid go at level 5-3 and played it back as a macro in my downtime. I suppose this would be my first foray into tool-assisted speedruns. I tried speeding up Citra because I knew how long it took a human to get to 1 million, but too much and Citra kinda loses its mind.
And I'm aware Nintendo has recently squashed the Citra and Yuzu projects as emulation dips into their pockets. But I'll have you know that I ripped my personal copy that I bought at Einem Kaufhaus. They got paid 3 months later with 9,999,999 coins and a score of whatever that number is. The reward is a different title screen. Confirmed. This is self-hatred. I had written into this script a reference to Champions Road. As a responsible internet critic, I loaded up Super Mario 3D World on Switch to record footage. This is the level that I only have 3 lifetime completions, and swore it off for unreasonable difficulty. Well, I beat it 3 more times that morning. It got to the point where I was tired of recording that thank you sequence. And this time, I had the presence of mind to have the other guys jump on the pole. So, 10 years later, I can finally say,
I'm fucking smash this game. Can I compare about Doom Eternal now?
I am the Great Quart. Ha ha ha!